2023 presidential election might have come and gone, but however, the aftermath is what we are looking at today on the show. This is Chit Chat. My name is Alex Hanifa, and joining me as always in the studio, I have Ella
Thank you very much, Alex.
Pat. How are you guys doing?
I'm fine, thank you.
Awesome. So today we'll be talking about all-round election, of course, the aftermath of the historic events that happened, recently in Nigeria, talking about the presidential election. We'll be giving you guys all the gist, right here in the studio. But we'll be going on a short break, and when we are back, we'll delve fully into the topic of the day. Don't go nowhere. This is Chit Chat. Welcome back. In case you are just joining us, this is Chit Chat exclusively on Viewer Television. Like I said before, we went on the break. Today we'll be talking about the recent presidential election that took place here in Nigeria, and of course the aftermath, the effect it has, on people. But before we actually delve into the topic of it, I want to guys to watch some of the footage we had
during the election.
Yeah. So we'll be going on a short break, and when we are back, we'll delve fully into the topic of the day.
Okay, and then we don't have ink facts, and we have only one marker, and then we have.
All right, welcome back. You've seen the videos.
Exactly.
You've seen the videos. I think we are going to start taking it bit by bit. First of all, let's start with the INEC, INEC and the result coalition. There has been hitches all over,
and glitches.
Exactly.
I learned these new words during this election: hitches and glitches. Yes.
All right. First of all, let's talk about the INEC and the result coalition. From what I've learned and what we've seen so far, most of the states had issues. First of all, uploading the results on the INEC platform. There were lots of glitches up and down. What do you have to say, first of all?
According to them, right?
According to
Now, let me start with the fact that I learned that 350 billion naira was given to INEC for the logistics and everything as regards
600 million.
As regards this election, right?
Okay.
Now, a lot of people didn't get INEC materials on time. So many people didn't get INEC materials, INEC official agents. They weren't present at their polling units at all. So many discrepancies. The fact that they couldn't upload the results on their platform on time, and when they do, they still use the manual form of voting to upload results, which they ought to upload via the beavers. It's questionable. It is questionable. It's below Nigeria. It's below our standard at this point. We expected better from INEC. We expected better.
I love the fact that you said it's below Nigeria. Come to think of it, I think these people started preparing for this election thing far back as 1-2 years ago.
Exactly.
Right? They're now putting a lot of money into this election thing. Yes, and if you could tell from the amount of money they've spent, where is INEC getting it all wrong when it comes to the issue of logistics? Pat, let me hear from you.
Okay. Firstly, INEC is supposed to be ready with everything that is supposed to be put in place.
And they promised us they were ready.
They have 4 years
to prepare.
To be preparing about all these problems that they have now, because I see no reason why a whole organization or a whole body is giving us this kind of glitches. Yes. Then you find out that Nigerians are worried. I was actually watching some Nigerians complaining, saying that I am scared. I don't know what is happening. We don't know what the INEC are doing. The Beavers is supposed to upload every result immediately. There's no need to go and start doing manual counting, everything, all this. It doesn't make sense. These are the body that are responsible for elections. They are responsible for the output or outcome of this presidential election. And you find out that different places are having issues. Some people don't have. Some people, before it even reached their side, somewhere in Enugu,
some people voted around 3, 4.
Yes.
Some people were disenfranchised.
You videos coming out on social media. We haven't voted. We haven't. These are the problems. These are the problems that is hindering a lot of outcome that was supposed to be very fast for them.
Exactly.
I agree with
you.
you.
So I think there is no proper preparation about it.
Exactly.
I agree with you.
Okay. Now let's look at it this way. Now, from most of the states I've seen on social media, right from the day they started, and that was on Saturday.
The uploads.
The uploads, yes.
Okay.
Now, states in the southern part of the country. All right, talking about Enugu, Imo, Asaba, because I had friends from there.
Warri too.
Yes. So one of my friends was telling me that they actually started voting past 3.
Exactly.
All right. Now these INEC officials got to the polling units. All right, but then most of them were like there were no inks. They are not. Do you understand? So I was beginning to wonder, like, where are we getting this voting all wrong?
You know,
is it? Can't Nigerians? Okay, let me even put it this way. Can't Nigerians do online voting? Are we not capable?
I don't think we've gotten to that. To answer your question straight up, I don't think if we cannot pull this through, this if they promised us this beavers, this electronic means of voting, if they could resort to doing the manual thing at the end of the day, it defeats the whole essence of using beavers. Because I don't get it.
And also, imagine a whole country. This is giant of Africa, according to people.
And of course, this election is not just for Nigeria.
There is nothing that we cannot achieve. It has to do with what interest do we have. Imagine coming out saying it's all about this election is going to be free and fair, it's going to be
credible,
smooth, it's going to be credible,
transparent.
It's going to be transparent. Then the INEC itself is having issues in doing this process clearly. You can't go and start voting by 9. Then people are going to vote. You cannot vote till 3 p.m.
Some people were using their phone torch.
Yes.
To lighten up the area. Some people volunteered their personal generators. Some people volunteered ink. This is a process we've invested, because when I say we, I'm saying we as a Nigerian, because the money given to them is our money. I feel because we don't hold people accountable in this country. That's why.
And that's key.
Yes. If not, why would INEC jeopardize this election? If that's my word.
This is one of the most
that's my word.
Shehu Kuti came out. He was like, they gave them 600 billion. We are expected to go and vote and even have snacks.
Of course.
Because
that's
if we have this money being given to this body and everything it's not what we expected. Then we're hearing there are monies being pumped into this election and everything, and we're still having issues. It's still like the same 2015 election, 2019 election, the same problem. This counting is a problem.
It's literally a problem.
Then why waste the money we don't have? I saw a core member complaining. I think he worked as an agent of the INEC. He was complaining that they were supposed to mobilize them before deploying them to the different polling units, but they weren't. That they used their money respectively to transport them. That's why they are arriving late, and so many other stories.
And funnily enough, people are ready to go and vote.
People came out in mass. The turnout was alarming.
For the first time, Nigerians are eager to go and vote.
Yes.
Then imagine Nigerians really have this I don't care, but for this
For the very
election,
first time.
For the very first time, everybody is like, let's go out and vote, and people are coming out in mass.
There was a lot of
there was a lot of
inclusiveness.
people.
You know, somebody
Women
said,
came
yes,
out more,
youth rather.
university students, they came out more to exercise their
Schools were actually
franchise.
shut.
Yes.
Like they were shut down. Like
Some people stood
after the
under the
elections.
rain. Some people voted in fact, some people slept at the polling unit at the end of the day.
Someone told me that they got to their polling unit 2 a.m.
Oh, you can imagine.
You could imagine. And people, if you go online, you could hear what people are saying. Most of them are like, you know what, this has been one of the most longest nights for them, because literally they couldn't sleep. They were like eager to wake up the following morning and go straight to the polling
And you
unit
can't tell
and
me
vote.
these videos are doctored. These
No,
are
these are-
individual
yes.
reports.
Yes.
You can't tell me they were tampered with. You can't.
That's a very good one. I think I love the energy and all that. So we'll be going on a short break, but before we go on that short break, when we come back, rather, we'll be talking about the security, hitches we have rather had around the world, Nigeria, concerning this
Election.
presidential election. So don't go and keep it locked up. This is Chit Chat. We will be right back. Welcome back. In case you was just joining us, this is Chit Chat exclusively on Viewer Television. Before we went on the break, I told you we'll be looking at the security bridges, surrounding the presidential election that took place recently here in Nigeria. Let me start from you, Ella. There've been a lot of security bridges.
Okay.
Yes, there've been a lot of security bridges, because I've seen quite a number of videos, from polling units around Nigeria concerning the presidential and state house elections. What do you have to say? Because I'm meant to understand that the federal government really deployed a lot of security agencies to this polling unit, but yet they had serious security breaches. What do you have to say in regards to that?
Now, what I have to say would come off like a question, because, like you said, I also heard that the different arms of security agencies has deployed their men to different states, wards, polling units, and so on. Now, coming to the day of the election, it was as if there were no presence of them. Their presence was not felt. Okay, I saw some footages that where some hoodlums were snatching ballot boxes. As a matter of fact, I also saw some uniformed men present. I also saw another footage where the so-called uniformed men aided and abated the ballot box snatching. So now that leaves me with the question, these military men, are they for the citizens? Are they there? Because to the best of my knowledge, the security is supposed to protect lives, especially in a day like that.
The elections, yes.
So now the security men are present, aiding and abetting these hoodlums, shooting sporadically at unarmed citizens who are trying to exercise their franchise, their right. So that leaves me with the question of these security men, are they actually for the betterment of the citizens, or they are there to help disenfranchise them and kill them, so to say, because
really alarming.
there was this lady that got injured.
Yeah, I think I saw
Yes.
it, yes. But she later came back.
The
and
fact
voted.
that she later came back and she went out, had a first aid, came back and casted her vote, that is actually something to be proud of. Now, that is just one out of how many. A lot of people lost their lives during this election that we just concluded. So I don't know if they are for us or against us.
Okay, I have something to say about the security bridges and all. Even though Nigeria, the federal government has deployed a lot of security, in some part they really did their job.
Yes.
You find out that people were not able to vote, but when the security personnel came, they started fighting for the people, and people were shouting. There are, even in as much that there are videos of people screaming, saying this personnel did not do anything. They still, in some parts, they did their job.
Yes, of course.
You find out that I was watching one video when one civilian came and picked the ballot box, and he was like, okay, going. He was actually running in Kogi State. That video was there. This guy just graduated and served, only for him to go and start snatching ballot box. Then he was shot. I think the security and a situation where these security personnel were there and they couldn't do anything. The police PR came out and he was like, imagine they said we shouldn't give them guns because they are going to scare voters away. So imagine 2 security personnel that are there, and you're expecting thugs that are coming with things that are more than them. You don't expect them to react. You will definitely see them there.
Now,
but there was this thing that they shouldn't give them.
The security personnel that came with gun. What do you make out of that as well? Because
You are not supposed to start
I
shooting,
watched
even
that
if-
footage where the police PR said they were instructed not to give their men at the polling unit guns. Were they all? Were they? Was there a different instruct to give some men guns and not some?
No, the police actually came out and said this, but the soldiers, the military personnel, did not come out and say they did not say we should carry gun. If you notice, the soldiers have their guns.
No,
Yeah.
the people I saw, the people I
soldiers
saw
have
are
their
not even
guns.
soldiers.
That's what I'm saying. It's only the soldiers that comes, even in Lagos, when some polling units couldn't vote. You find out that it was when the soldiers came that everybody started screaming they wanted to vote, and it was a convoy of soldiers. But the personnel, the police that were there, they couldn't do anything because they were not carrying guns. And imagine thugs in Lagos, they are like.
So are you now
They're like
saying?
animals.
Are you now saying that thugs are stronger than police?
You don't thugs are not more than police, but it depends on how prepared
Now you're talking.
They are
Are they not supposed to be prepared for this election?
True.
It depends on how prepared.
Because the truth of the matter is, whether we like it or not, in as much as we want a free and fair election, we should rather also put it at the back of our minds that one way or the other there might be security breaches, right? Because people are really unpredictable. But the truth of the matter is, where I am much rather concerned is the fact that they've been provision for these things
That's
already.
what I'm saying.
They've been provision
And
for
they
these
promised
things.
us.
And they promised.
They've deployed men in so areas. They promised.
But we still had not even just one serious
Series.
series of breaches.
security
All right,
breaches.
and I'm not disputing the fact that they've really tried in ensuring calmness in some of these polling units. All right, but you're planning your own. Another person is also planning his own. There are people that probably the elections might not favor. All right, they will try to incite violence and all that, because there have been records of thugs snatching these ballot papers, like the one you made mention. I think I saw the video. You just graduated, served. What will even make you, all right, as an educated person, all right, as a youth that wants
a better
Nigeria, to go out there, people are voting, you snatch the ballot box and start running with it.
Even when they advise there should be no vote buying, that's where all this snatching of ballot box comes in to play. You see politicians, they are doing vote buying, whether you like it or not. I've seen a footage where they came and they gave some people money, and some people discovered money, some voters discovered money, and they carried it. The one that somebody is supposed to do vote buying. So if we cannot, all the candidates involved, these things are happening in different polling units, in different states. Things like that are happening. I've seen the video where somebody was the only one that voted for a particular party, and they were chasing him. I've also seen the footage where you are voting for a particular candidate and somebody is warning you, don't vote for it, don't do that. So it depends on which polling unit. And there are some aggressive polling units that people have been destroyed, people have been you find out that
It is
injuries.
it is so sad.
It is so sad.
It is so sad.
Well, there are some again that are calm.
There have been videos going around, social media of celebrities being assaulted. I think I saw one. She was actually beaten up and all that. She made a video, and because these are really, really some of the things we are talking about. If there were serious security, around, some of these things might have really not really,
happened the way it did.
Yeah.
We expected more. That's what we're saying.
Because
we're not saying that such incidents are not bound to happen. What we're saying is that we expected more. We expected more.
Right.
Like it's so sad how the process of electing a president that will lead us in this dispensation
This is our
has
choice.
gotten. It is so sad.
It is so sad. All right. So what's the hope for an average Nigerian right now? With what we are saying, all right, what should an average Nigerian expect?
Well, first of all, I am just going to plead calmness. They should all be calm. Election is a process, and I know the process of results collation and results is still ongoing. Exactly. They should just be calm. Let us wait on INEC to do their thing. For now, yes, because there is nothing you can do
at all.
Absolutely, there is nothing you can do.
Just call
because the police PRO also came out to say anybody who is trying to sabotage these results, we will deal with them. Now you have the strength to take post measures, but you couldn't take pre-measure to prevent these things from happening.
Exactly. It's really, really but then things, we hope things should rather get better from your part.
It all boils down to staying put in everything that we're expecting. Even though I know that a common Nigeria or a citizen of Nigeria is tense, is watching, like everybody is waiting to see the outcome of the result. But the thing is are the results being counted well?
You and I know the answer to that.
Do you understand? There are so many incidents, people claiming this is not the result, this is not the vote, this is, you don't expect in this place this thing should happen like that, and I have a problem with INEC if they couldn't use their beavers to update this.
That is where all the problem is emanating from.
Because if the beavers are there to make everything easy, once you're tampering because they are using your face, everything there is there. It shouldn't be a problem.
It shouldn't at all.
The update should be immediately.
Exactly. It shouldn't
be you're taking days to calculate this one, you're taking days to calculate this one. And you find out that the people that are being deployed there to be in charge of that INEC, they are giving their results. There was this case of one woman of Labour Party that she was accusing a particular polling unit she was thinking Etiosa in Lagos.
In Lagos.
Yes. She was thinking that polling unit was being tampered with. Not knowing that the woman is from Ikeja. The woman came out and she was crying about, no, this is me. And she said some TV stations have posted her on their Instagram page and everything, that she's not the one, that this is not her, this is her polling unit, and she has done everything, she has submitted it. So most of these things, these people in charge of that INEC and polling units of these places,
wards and
yes,
states.
they've done their work, they've done their jobs. In some places you find out that people are helping them to count.
Still boils down to
do you understand? They're still helping, even if it's manually, people are helping them to count before they leave. I have a friend that followed up till 2 a.m.
Are their polling units back?
Yes, they're trying to see
a lot of people.
People are trying to see that this thing is credible,
Yeah,
this
exactly.
thing is fair.
Right.
But the INEC is making it, it's supposed to make it easy.
But it doesn't seem
People
like it.
All right,
today.
all right. I think we will really, really have to, like you said, trust the process.
Exactly.
Trust the process.
It's a process.
Trust INEC. All right.
Let them do their thing.
Yeah, let them do their thing. But of course, as Nigerians, we always want things to be credibly done. And of course, at the end of the day, everybody should,
Stay put.
and stay calm. All right. So we're going on a short break, and when we are back, we'll delve straight into social media pick one or two comments people really dropped concerning the presidential election, and then we would say bye bye. So I'm gonna keep you locked up. This is Chit Chat.
Welcome back. You're still watching Chit Chat on Viewer Television. Now, before the break, we were talking about the collation, the security glitches. As we promised earlier, we'll just delve into the social media to check out what our viewers are actually saying about this election. Now, I have this one from Obina. Obina Ugunna said that this election is not credible, neither is it fair and free. The INEC is compromised. Now, guys, what do you think about this?
Okay, I think everybody is entitled to his
Opinion, exactly.
Opinion. I think from his own
Obina,
findings,
yes.
he said that the body in charge of collating this whole result are not credible. Well, I don't want to...
I wonder what we have given him
really
this
made him
impression.
to say stuff like this, but then I don't want to jump into conclusions. Obina, please still have faith.
Who knows if he's an INEC official? Who knows if he's trying to tell us something?
Still have faith in the body in charge of
exactly
this result. Okay, I think I am going to... I think there is one here.
Okay.
Okay, this one is coming from Big D or La. Big D or La. I think actually this one have a pidgin English. All right, let me see. No, what he's trying to say is that people that didn't even go out to vote are still blaming. Do you understand?
That's another topic.
Yes, he say no be person wey don't go out go vote. Now he's supposed get right.
Exactly.
All right, because truth of the matter is, see, I was telling somebody something earlier before this election. I was like, you know, how funny thing, you see all these people making noise on social media, all right, that go out and vote. If you check, 100%, 40 or 50% of them don't have PVCs.
They don't.
No, I don't think that's a fact.
I'm not saying, because most of the truth of the matter, a lot of people did not go out to vote.
Yeah, of course, but the turnout is not like what it used to be.
Do you understand?
Yeah, so what does that tell you? What does that tell you? It didn't just increase, it increased over a 10. Wow. It didn't just increase like 2%. The turnout was massive.
Saying that everybody was ready for this election. They came out.
Yes.
Everybody came out. The people that because everybody wants to see a change.
Everybody wants a new Nigeria.
Everybody wants to see a new Nigeria. So people were out. People were out for this election. I think this is one of the most populated election that has taken place in Nigeria.
In Nigeria, yes. Can you read us your comment?
Okay. Kenneth is saying, with the way I am seeing this result, are you sure it's credible enough? Abi, we should just pack our things and jackpot.
Oh. Everybody's talking about the credibility of this election.
Everybody is so...
It is questionable.
Yes, about how credible this election is really, really turning out to be. But like I said, our hope and prayer is that it is, of course, credible. And
yes.
at the end of the day,
let the best leader emerge.
Because that's
the
best,
credible and best candidate.
Yes,
yeah, candidate.
As Nigerians, only want the best. We're not,
of course.
We're not, after
because we've put in a lot of efforts in collecting our PVCs. Even that PVC collection is not an easy thing.
And still some PVCs were found in the bushes.
Let's not even go to that right now.
Let's not really go to that right now. I mean,
that's a different topic entirely.
That's a different topic for another day. So, all right, guys. So before we really, call it a day, I would like to ask, what are your, if I'm to ask you, let me start from you, Pa. If I'm to ask you one word, you have to just tell Nigerians right now in this period, because everybody, like you said, everybody just tense and people are waiting, to hear what the whole result and all that. What do you have to tell Nigerians at this point?
A lot have prayed, a lot of expectations. It might not be what you want, it might not be your candidate, but just know that whatever happens in this election, it's happening. So just stay calm.
Exactly.
Peace.
All right, exactly. Yes, like she said, I preach peace at this time because staging a protest, causing chaos will not, destroying properties, it will definitely not solve the situation. It will definitely not help in any way. So I just encourage everyone to be calm at this point, in as much as we are tensed, obviously. We cannot remove that from the equation. Nigerians are tensed, but please, just be calm. Let INEC do their thing. And I pray the best man wins.
Oh, that's a very, very good one. I think from my point, the only thing I would say, that there was somebody that said something. He said a leader is known by how responsible he takes certain actions. All right. So regardless of how the election or
Turns out.
the result will turn out, please, I urge all the candidates, all right, to take responsibility, not because it is for their own selfish interests, all right, or what they really because Nigeria is at stake.
Exactly.
At this point,
Exactly.
in time, Nigeria is at stake. The lives of people is in stake.
This is the only country we have.
Exactly, and this is not just an election for Nigerians. It's an election for the whole of Africa.
The international bodies are
really
watching.
All right, so we should, portray good reputation outside. Also, regardless of how the result is going to turn out to be, I urge everyone, from the candidates, from the supporters, and everybody should stay calm. All right. We all prayed, like you said, and of course, I am very sure, since we prayed,
expectant.
God will do, justice to our prayer. All right, I think on this note, we have come to the end of this episode of the Chit Chat, talking about the recent presidential election that took place, here in Nigeria. So on behalf of myself, Alex Hanifa, and of course my amiable co-host.
Keep watching Viewer Television.
Yeah.
We'll still bring you details of the just concluded election.
Chit Chat is just the best place to be right now.
All right, don't go nowhere till we see you again, same time next time.
Yeah, same time next
Again.
next
Same time
episode.
again.
All right, see you guys. Bye bye.